I have lived in this studio apartment for 2 years. It is small, it is quiet, it is mine. Every single night I follow a ritual. I check the stove, I lock the deadbolt. I leave the closet door cracked, just 1 inch to let the air move. I am a light sleeper. I listen to everything. I never thought twice about my routine. Until the smell arrived. It was a heavy, suffocating sweetness. It smelled like rotting peaches and wet, cold copper. I scrubbed the floors until my hands bled. I bleached the walls, but the smell remained. It sat there, thick and heavy, right at the head of my bed. It felt like something was breathing the air before I could get to it. Last Tuesday, the silence broke. I woke up at exactly 3:14 a.m. There was no loud bang. There was no scream. There was only a sound that made my skin turn to ice. A soft, wet slide. I stared at my closet door. I always leave it open exactly 1 inch, but in the pale moonlight, the gap was wide. It was dark. It was wide enough for a person to stand there watching me. My heart hammered against my rib. I reached for my phone, my fingers trembling so hard I could barely hold it. I clicked the flashlight on. The beam cut through the dark. The closet was empty. My breath hitched in my throat. Then I looked down. There were damp, barefoot prints on the carpet. They came directly out of the closet. They were small, like a child's, but the toes were far too long. They led straight to the side of my bed. They stopped right where my head had been resting. I didn't think. I didn't grab my shoes. I bolted. I ran until I was in my car, locking the doors, gasping for air. I watched my apartment window from the street, waiting for the police. They found nothing. No one was in the closet. No one was in the vent. There was no way in. But then the lead officer walked toward me. He was holding a plastic bag. His face was pale. He asked me a question that still haunts my dreams. How long has this been under your head? Inside the bag was a small, hand-carved wooden doll. It had been hidden deep inside my pillow, right where I laid my face every night. The doll was wearing a tiny dress made of my own bedsheets, and glued to its wooden head was a thick, matted clump of my actual hair. I don't live there anymore. I move from hotel to hotel. I never stay in one place for more than 2 nights. But last night, in a room 3 towns away, I pulled back the covers. There, in the very center of the white pillow, sat a single long strand of my hair. It's still here. It's still following me, and I think it's getting closer.